Nights of Terror. Nights of Terror. 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 What this movie is really about.
Ow! Ouch! Ow! Ow!
I'm going to dive in. I want to draw some parallels between the director's narrative, what we see and hear, what we're being told, and the metaphorical narrative. Like, what's in there? What's in the deep story? Like, what are they really telling us? What are we not seeing, but are supposed to be being told? That makes sense. There's a hidden meaning to this. There's a hidden meaning. Real movies have hidden meanings. You just have to dip your hand in the punch and do that move.
We are misunderstood.
It's not about some zombie orgy or pointless, mindless, storyless, plotless, soulless zombie movie that people proclaim it to be or say it is. It's actually deeper. It's got a deeper meaning. But this isn't a review of that movie. This is an anal analysis of the movie. Film analysis. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch this. Watch the movie, because the movie's sweet. And then watch this. Or watch it now. I don't care. Whatever you want. Do whatever, you know? So starting off, at face value, this movie is a zombie movie where people die and, whatever. Yeah, sure, but there's something deeper going on here, if you know what I mean. Basically, it starts off as a group of people go out in rural Italy, whatever that word is, far away, to meet up with a scientist that just made an amazing discovery. But when they get there to the giant mansion, the scientist is gone, they can't find him, so they just have an orgy instead. So the orgy continues, and they're kind of prancing around the grounds. It's a huge area, like a mansion with all these acres of, land. And the zombies come, and they eat them one by one. This orgy happened in here, this orgy happened in there. It's not an orgy per se, but, people are in their little groups doing it here, this person doing it here, this person doing it there, doing it here, doing it here. In the midst of all that, this mother brought her boyfriend.
There are plenty of things you're brilliant at.
But also brought her son. They have an unhealthy relationship.
What's the matter, darling?
Okay, we get it. Can you tell us the double meaning of this movie already?
This entire movie is a giant metaphor for a dude getting put into the friend zone. From here to here, this is the friend zone. You want to be over here, this is the zone. But nope, you're right here, this is the... And that's what this movie is about. You see, the mom, this symbolizes the girl, the girlfriend, or the girl. And then the son is like the dude, the dude that's trying to get the girl, But he can't, because the guy that's symbolizing the boyfriend is just like, that's the symbol of, the Chad. He's the Chad. He's the giga. Chad, whatever, he's cock blocking the son who's trying to get in, get in with his mom, but it's not really his mom. This is the metaphor. He's trying to get in with the chick, and she keeps rejecting him. And she's like, "Oh no, you're just my friend, blah blah blah." The guy is just like, kind of like, "No, I want this to blossom. I want our flower relationship to blossom with several petals." Whatever dudes say these days.
How you doing?
After getting basically shot down with all his advances, there comes a moment in time, when you're in the friend zone, you just kind of shoot your shot anyway. So this is the scene where he shoots his shot, metaphorically speaking.
Of course, Mama.
In the movie, as a movie viewer, we see a son coming onto his mother in the most weirdest way. Metaphorically, it's a guy shooting his shot with the chick that put him in the friend zone. And she doesn't like it. and she slaps him, and then he gets all, he runs away.
What's wrong? I'm your son! Michael!
The first person he runs into in the movie is a zombie. But in the metaphor, it's like the first chick he sees, and the zombies in this movie represent, like, you know, sluts and skanks, and, like, you know, skanks. The first one he sees is a zombie, and so the zombie attacks him and eats him and, like, you know, kills him. My metaphorical analysis, that's him sleeping with the woman, the skank, and she uses and abuses him, and then he turns, he changes, he becomes that guy that the girl actually wants now, because, you know, he's got a little stink on the hang low, he's got some confidence, and he's been there, done that, and, you know, it's all about the confidence, and, you know, now he's strutting around, even though in the movie he's a zombie, but in the movie, metaphorically, he's got, you know, he's got it going on, and now the girl, his mom, but not his mom really, I'm saying metaphorically, now she wants him.
You came back to me, didn't you? Oh, darling, I'm so happy. Oh, Michael. Oh, Michael.
In the movie, he's doing something to the mom that we're not going to show here. But you can imagine. That's him metaphorically. The guy saying, I used you, I abused you, now I'm ripping it, you know, the chest. He's ripping the chest. He's biting his mom's boob and ripping it off. But metaphorically, he's ripping her heart out. And he's used her and abused her. You put me in the friend zone, now I'm putting you in some other zone. I don't know. And then he gets over it and he joins the herd of zombies in the movie, because he's a zombie. Metaphorically, he joins the herd of zombies, becoming one of the many gigolo, like, man whores. You know, in the movie Zombie, my metaphorical analysis, gigolo guys, I don't know, whatever. So that's basically it. So this movie isn't as stupid as you think it is, and say that it's pointless, plotless, and storyless. It's got some things, some inner layers going on here, you know? It's got layers, you know? It's not just about what you see, it's about what the storytellers are telling you underneath the level, you know, like a zombie coming out of the grave, you know? Here's the level of storytelling. Here's on top of the sky and all where the sunny people live, what we see with our own two blind eyes, but underneath is what the story's really about, you know, the ugly truth. And you gotta dig a little to see the ugly truth, to see the zombies, you know, or something. Should have did my hair before the video. Whatever.